Hello and welcome to Casting Roles. We're a bunch of theater nerds and good friends playing little D&D. We're so happy that you joined us. Take a moment to subscribe to the show. It takes just a click and gains our unending thanks. Drop us a like and leave a comment for Campaign 2. Our videos are uploaded here on YouTube every Friday, and we have tons of great content to explore. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. Starstriders. So last time you rescued Jathias Stone from his prison in Avernus. He seemed confused about how he had gotten there, claiming his father had taken him out to look at the burning fields, and then he woke up in the prison where his father left him. After some conversation, you learned that the dwarves of Caldfiel, who now call themselves Jidfiel, have a deep-seated animosity of Illyria and the dwarves who abandoned them during the early days of the subversion. After deciding to have Jathias travel with you, you made your way to the northern side of the lake where you camped for the night. Andalus planted more herbs and made a deal with Enigma to plant catnip. In the morning watch hours, Bonnie was approached by a celestial messenger claiming to have waited for a flash of the divine in Illyria since the death of the gods, and found that now there was a new house of the mother awaiting a god to fill its space. Giving a gift of a marigold flower, to Bonnie, the angel vanished, and the rest of the party awoke for the morning to discover in the distance, before where there was just a grass, a field, a massive 3-story tall inn has now appeared. With that in mind, and the sun beginning to rise in the sky, Starstriders, what would you like to do?
Go home.
Go home. Perfect. Side quest time. Boop.
That's a long trip.
I want to point out the inherent comedy in Jathias's dad taking him out for smokes and never coming back.
Oh, Lord.
The character would not do that.
But yeah, Bonnie will relate kind of what happened over breakfast this morning as the group wakes up.
What happened to you?
Well, yeah, you know, there was this very angelic-looking figure. She had wings, and she told me that I was gonna be part of the spirit of the mother, and it was a very humbling and fulfilling experience.
No, I didn't see a thing when this was happening.
This happened in your dream?
No, it happened over, and Bonnie's gonna point to where she chiseled on a rock.
Yeah, like a cliffside overlooking the lake.
Yeah.
Bonnie did walk up there and then kneel at one point, although I didn't see anyone else.
Uh-huh.
Bonnie was backlit, though. It looked gorgeous.
Very picturesque, I assume.
Now, Bonnie, you didn't eat anything out of my pack, right? Like nothing strange.
Didn't partake in any catnip
or
as you say that, you just hear like as Enigma is currently rolling in the giant patches of catnip nearby.
Remember, I don't take catnip. It makes me sick.
No, like brightly colored mushrooms or
No. I don't drink either.
Did they say why they came to you?
Well, they said it was because there was that I was like the embodiment of like the spirit of the mother, and I was going to be kind of like one of their representatives here.
So you're going to proselytize to the new followers of the
Well,
mother?
the way I interpret that kind of belief is just you manifest by doing. So I'm just going to continue cooking breakfast for all of y'all.
Oh, if you'll excuse me for a second. Lucky gets up and walks away.
What's that?
I would like to go out of eye and ear shot.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Just screams into a.
Oh.
Into a
No, you don't know what I'm doing.
So
I can guess. I can guess.
Now, do you scream into the void or do you scream into the abyss?
I don't scream.
They screamed at us. So
exult violently.
you're saying you talked to like an angel type person? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, she looked more like a Valkyrie to me, but I don't really know what an angel is. But
I'm wondering what the
I'm
significance
glad Lucky left.
That's why I said it when you were gone.
I'm wondering what the significance of the marigold is.
I like him.
That's like their signal, their calling card.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is it like any marigold, or there's the power or something in this specific marigold?
it's an orange
Marigold?
marigold.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Marigolds have a lot of positive associations, usually,
Yeah.
from what I know. Can I roll to see if I know anything about if that's associated with anything? 'Cause that's kind of
For
his
you,
special-
you can roll with advantage and
special interest, please.
a nature or history check.
Special interest roll.
That's special interest.
Yeah,
I know they're on a friend list. That's like my
17 nature check.
Yeah. So broadly, marigolds typically reference joy, resilience, and passion, which for motherhood are three perfectly good attributors to that kind of house.
Yeah, I just shared that.
And
It's an orange marigold with a little bit of yellow at the center.
Bonnie, do you mind if I just take a look at your marigold here and just to see if there's any magical aura coming off of it, or?
I mean, she's grafted it to her staff of flowers, so I mean, there's going to be some magic there, but she'll like hold it out to you.
Sure.
Okay. And can I just, I don't know if as a warlock I'll have these abilities, but can I just sort of like, the glasses that we got?
Yeah. You want to look at them with the glasses?
Yes.
Okay. So you put the glasses on and it looks just like a flower, but you can make an arcana check if you like to see if it's giving off any magical essence.
I'll do just that and roll arcana. No, that's a +0, but we'll roll the dice, so to speak. Okay. A 19 arcana check.
Wow. With a 0 modifier. Yeah. So as you're kind of looking at them, you take the glasses off or whatever, and you tap into that magical arcane core gifted to you by another entity, but also one that you trained in a previous life to manifest yourself. And as you're looking at it, there is a hint of a magical essence coming off of the flower. It's very light, but it's also not one that you are intently familiar with. Like when you're looking at something that is arcane in nature or magically constructed, you can see like the web and the weave of magic and the way it interacts with these objects. This magic is more like looking at like fog drifting through a valley after a summer rainstorm, or the first peaks of rays of light shimmering through leaves in a forest.
There definitely is something magical about it, but if this comes from a new rising deity, it might be more lucky. Maybe he can decipher what type of magic.
Just to clarify what the messenger said, that there is a house where a deity can sit, not that there is a deity there.
Okay.
No one's you all have activated your stuff too, right? No one's talked to any of you, right?
No, I haven't had any conversations with any unoccupied homes of deities. No.
Are you going to paint the marigold on your door now?
No, I think the one on my staff is going to be good enough. It's just so pretty. I'll plant a couple, though.
Did we check out? You said
I'll help
an
you.
inn popped up over there or something.
Yeah, so off in the valley, about 2 miles away, this like 3-story tall, smaller on the bottom and getting big at points. I made the reference that it looks like Howl's Moving Castle last time. Inn has appeared in the valley below. The valley continues to kind of dip down, so it's on like this little rise that goes down deeper into the valley, so you can't see anything beyond it. It just seems to be isolated out in the middle of the valley.
Oh, well,
And that
that
wasn't
stuck
there.
up on me.
Well, I mean, we have late night hallucinations and magical houses popping up. I say the two might be connected. Why don't we check it out?
Is it downwind?
Let's see. So it's to the north of you, so no.
All right, so we'll have to do like a couple attacks to get up to it.
Yeah, you'll have to kind of cut back and forth. Just this is if you're heading back north towards it, it's just like when you traveled this road before, you'll do that kind of cross back and forth.
Yeah.
Should one of us go check on Lucky?
Yeah, there's so much.
We're not going to leave till
Yeah.
Lucky's done.
I think Lucky went off for a purpose,
So we'll just
and we
wait
should
till
respect that.
they get back.
Yes, you
We're
can
gonna
harvest.
We're going to get everything ready to go and then just wait on Lucky.
Yeah.
And
In
I'm
the
sure
meantime-
Enigma won't mind hanging out in the catnip.
Yeah. And then someone should try to collect him at some point. Not it.
That someone is you.
I'm going to help Bonnie pack up the car.
Oh, no. Don't let us stop you. I'll help Bonnie pack up. You deal with Enigma. He's
Karen, I'll
your
be honest.
special...
it's
It's
up
your
to me, we
special
might
friend.
I'm not fighting a cat that's tripping balls. I'm just not doing it.
Oh,
You
and
shouldn't
Rob,
fight a cat at any point. Cats are
Ravik, this is so easy. Watch.
I'm gonna like hold my nose and put like a mask over my face, and I'm gonna like grab a bunch of catnip and put it in a bag.
You
Try
walk
to
over.
lure him inside.
And then no, I'm just gonna scoop him up
Oh.
with the catnip in the bag.
As you approach, Enigma's wings kind of flap out and he flies up above it and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
I got some catnip in here for you.
I have a field of catnip. What do I need your bag of catnip for?"
I told her not to do it. Just
Because we're leaving soon.
Oh, well, Andalus, pay attention to me.
What?
Are you looking at me
Oh.
over here?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Mom.
His wings are just fluttering.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So
Zoning out.
you plant the herbs and then you collect them and then you dry them.
So they're not going to last forever.
You can't dry them out.
It's not like a normal plant. Well, I guess the plants probably are. Yeah, they probably might be fine. They may or may not disappear after 20 years.
He immediately gets down and starts like pawing through and trying to scoop up as much of the catnip as he can. And he's like ripping it up with his mouth and just holding them in his paws. He's like, "Okay, Bonnie, bring your bag over here. Come on."
no.
I'll hand Andulacite the bag while I continue to get the get the wagon ready.
And
Thought you were good with them. Okay.
he's just like throwing some in the bag. He's like, "Well, we'll test it out. We'll see if it dries. Come on."
Okay. Yeah. I do that and then brew my potions.
All right. As everyone else is packing up the space, Lucky traveled away from the group.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in particular that you are handling in your lonesome?
Yeah. What's like around me in this area?
So you guys are kind of at that the lip of the lake. So there's a little cliffside behind you that where Bonnie had their religious experience. And then you could walk around that cliffside to the kind of west or northeastern side of the lake. There's a small copse of trees a little bit further over to your west. And then just the wide open grasslands ahead of you to the north.
I think I'll go to where it's more of the open area.
Okay.
And I'm going to flop back on the ground on my back, staring at the fucking sun. And just try to process what the fuck was just told to me.
Okay.
And I think if the space between the stars were to mentally check in with Lucky right now, like open a conversation, all you would hear is internal screaming.
So you kind of collapse back, the wind lightly blowing the grass around you that you've made a Lucky size shape in as you've plopped down. And
I think that if you'll allow this, and I'll mark it off as like as action here, but I think like celestial revelation kicks in without him like needing to necessarily, and the wings like do come out like fully.
Yeah. We'll say that like it doesn't fully activate all of the abilities. And so we won't burn a use of celestial revelation here, but the wings kind of those celestial kind of ethereal wings kind of flop out next to you, adding to the grass angel that Lucky is making here. And you open up your consciousness to scream subconsciously into the void.
I don't open a conversation to scream at him. That's wild. I'm just saying if he were to check in, that is what one would.
Yeah. And you get the sense that you're under observation, but he does not open a line of conversation to you. But you do, for just a moment, like in the sky where you're glancing up towards the sun, you just see for a moment like almost like a blinking eclipse happen to the sun, and then it fades away. Just like the passing movement of the way he moves as the space between the stars. You get that kind of a passing whatever. And what we'll say is the effects of like a calm emotions type spell comes to you. But it is not a forced calm emotions. It is a moment of connection and like being taken into an embrace.
Okay. I do a mental head pat back towards him. The emotional equivalent of that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's just some time of like Lucky, like, I don't want to say rolling in the grass, but there is definitely like a multitude of positions that happen where it's like flop over, sigh, like pout in this position, and then roll into another one, and then like sigh.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's some
montage.
Yeah, it's what I'm trying to say is Lucky's not gonna fucking go back on his own. There's no way. There's absolutely no
I was
way.
like, I just say wait an hour, and then his anxiety will not let him keep walking past that. Very much not so. So yeah, at that point, an hour out, I'll go. Lucky, or Angela say we'll go check on Lucky.
Lucky, as you stand up in this moment, in the
fuck I do, Josh.
Well, no. Like, oh, sorry, you haven't stood up then yet. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Andalus has approached Lucky. Yeah. Andalus has approached Lucky.
At one point, I am face down in the grass. I think I've gotten out of that.
But it's the Barbie movie. Yeah.
It's fully the Barbie movie of it all.
Hey, you.
Hi.
Your
Oh.
clothes are like really grass stained now.
I do mending on myself to clean myself up.
Oh, that's great. Good as new.
Mm-hmm.
So, been like an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just had to do extra morning prayers this morning.
You don't have to apologize to me or anything. It's just, you know. Right. I feel awkward coming to get you, I guess, but I also wanted
it's
to
fine.
make sure you're okay and everything.
Oh, That's fine.
You're saying it in
It's fine. I just if you had waited your whole life for something to appear before you and assure you of your faith, and it never came, and you learn to accept that faith is to continue believing even if there's no reassurance, and then some fucking rando just tells you that an angel appeared before them and said, "You're perfect. Don't change." It would be difficult to grasp.
Believe it or not, I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've never met the person who's made me. I don't know why they made me. And someone else got to have the experience of remembering my life. You know what? The same person, actually. Huh. Huh.
Hey, Lucky and Duelistite, I'm gonna pour out the porridge now. Did you all want some before I get rid of it?
I don't eat. I don't eat.
No, thank you.
I like very solidly offer you my hand to get up.
I squeeze your hand so fucking hard because I know that you're a robot and I cannot damage you in this way. It's hard enough that a mortal would perish. A mortal would crumble.
I understand, unfortunately.
Bonnie's just doing her best, making everybody hate her.
I can never hate you. Yeah. It just takes some time.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, leave it to me. I've got you.
Thank you.
And I'll lead Lucky back and rejoin
Lucky,
the group.
when you stand up, you kind of rise up, looking out across the grasslands, and in the grass where you were, there is a perfect depression of you, like the absence of you in this space. And it is not possible in nature for this to have occurred. All of the dew on all the grass has gathered around the shadow that you've created in the ground here and is glinting so brightly in the morning sun.
Oh, at least someone believes in me.
I think a lot of people do.
What?
I said I think a lot of people do.
It's very sweet of you to say that.
Here's your lollipop after your doctor's visit.
If the angel comes back to suck Bonnie's dick more, then please tell them that you said that.
Right. You think that's what the angel did? What?
That's a,
Huh?
sorry, that's a.
What?
Why
would it do that?
Oh, this is making it into a YouTube short for sure.
Have you ever heard of the term glazing before? Or
Angel like walks away so fast from you. So fast. So
Lucky immediately is like cheered up by this exchange. Like 10 times better.
Amazing. As soon as I get back, I look at Bonnie like.
What?
I thought you're monogamous? It's Roddy.
I've been married for like 25 years. Happily so. Did you hear something?
Don't worry. I won't tell Harold. I'm loyal.
What are you talking about?
I get back to camp and I'm like, Bonnie had an angel. Whoa.
We've gone round the bend. All right. So,
baby.
Did you watch?
Completely oblivious to all of this.
Yeah.
Aaron said he didn't see anything, and now I know why.
There's a joke in here somewhere about an angel food cake donut, but I'm not going to make it.
But you referenced it. So.
By the way, I'm going to mute Atwood now.
Yes.
From my call.
All right. But you all eventually regather, and Bonnie prepares the cart, and you're heading off in the direction of the inn.
Yes.
So you kind of take off to the north. It takes, it doesn't take super long, probably about, you're traveling maybe 4 miles an hour here. So about 45 minutes or so. The path is curving kind of to the west of where this inn is. So if you're following the path for a while, Bonnie, eventually you do notice a kind of a dirt offshoot that scoots down towards the inn is, and it looks like it's not as well maintained as the main path. Like maybe it almost looks as if like 20 carts or 30 carts traveled this path within the last 24 hours, and that this is like a new path that they've done. And the vision of that becomes pretty clear, because once you get to the top of this area that's overlooking the valley, the inn is sitting up on the lip of the valley, and spread out beneath you, you see an entire small village made up of about 30 or 40 buildings. Not 30 or 40, 20 or 30 buildings. And there's like small little homes or hovels. Some of them kind of look like hills, like small little hovels that are cut into the side of a hill with a rounded door. You've got some that look like very skinny, but like 3 or 4 story tall homes. There's a couple little like cafe things where you see a small little stall with people sitting around on benches out in the open air overlooking it. But looking at everything, now that you're close enough, you realize that every single one of these homes has wheels on the side of it. The whole home is like set onto the ground, but there are wheels that are like lifted up onto the side. And whether it's like it looks almost like a decorative matter for them, but kind of seeing that this village wasn't here the night before and now is here, somehow those are there. And then they're all kind of in a semi-half circle or half moon crescent shape around a central area. And in the central area, there is a kind of tower-like structure. Again, nothing here over 3 or 4 stories tall, but more kind of needle-like that has a circular platform at the top. And you see a few figures sitting on it. And below, you see mechanical beasts or something kind of walking around in this circular structure in the middle as people are kind of overlooking them. But it looks mostly like people are just going about their morning routine here.
Are these like gnomes or are they different kind of people too?
So from where you are kind of looking out, like everyone does seem pretty short. And it probably, you're maybe still 200 or 300 feet away from the outskirts, like where the inn is. But you could probably assume that they're gnomes.
Bonnie will wave in between packs on the way in.
Okay. So as you wave out, there's a couple of gnomes walking with like a basket that's filled with morning like fruits and vegetables that maybe they bought at a local stand or whatever, and a few flowers and things in their basket. And the woman kind of looks up and then like taps her husband or whatever on the shoulder, and then he looks up, and then like a small child runs out of the grass near them, and she like grabs the child by the hand and like pulls it close and behind her, and the husband comes forward. Hello, hello, can I help? Are you passing through? Are you passing on? Are you keeping going?
Bonnie will bring the cart to a stop and reel in the kite.
The female looks at her husband and she goes, they're stopping. They are not moving on. And he goes, yes, I see that. I see that is how it is happening. Hello.
Well, good morning. Good morning to all of you. My name is Bonnie Cannon, and these are my friends. We're explorers, and we had our scouts who had reported about your magnificent village, and we just wanted to come and say hello and introduce ourselves.
We, as far as I know, have not had any interaction with anybody outside of the village in quite some time, other than our local trading partners. Who did you say sent you?
We're members of the Explorer Corps.
I don't know what that is.
Is there a guard or a representative that we might speak to?
You may speak to the chief. His name is Lufty.
Well, thank you so much.
Lufty.
And where might I find him?
He kind of looks over his shoulder at the tower, and I think he's probably looking over the Windeborne racers for the day's festivities.
Be all right if we leave the wagon here.
Yes, I was about to ask that.
Oh, he kind of looks at his wife for a second and says, probably safer to pull it over by the inn. Although you're Windeborne yourself, so nothing to tie off, but the inn will be able to keep it away from anything that might be approaching, although it doesn't seem like we're in a very well-trafficked area. Surprised to see someone.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you so much. I'm much obliged.
Absolutely. And he and his wife like turn and immediately like go quickly away
No.
with their child in tow.
So yeah, I'll dismount and I'll carry the wagon the rest of the way.
Okay. And so you guys walk the 200 feet or so and get to the outside of the inn, and there's a little place like where you can pull up next to the inn, and there's a old gnome in a rocking chair on the porch, but the porch is like on the second story, so you have to like walk upstairs to get to it, and he's like rocking in his chair, and he looks down, he's like, outsiders to the village of Windeborne, what are you just parking it there without asking permission?
Well, I was looking to someone that I might speak to who's a representative of the village.
Oh, well, that would be Lufty. He's the chief.
And I'm sorry, Kieran, you go right ahead.
We were just talking to one of your village compatriots, and they said that we should park the wagon here near the inn.
Well, leave it to a Windeborne gnome to always push it off to somebody else.
Now, is there someone I need to speak to about parking?
Aren't you talking to someone right now?
Well, I suppose so. My name is Bonnie Cannon, and the rest of us are members of the Explorer Corps from Annerveer.
I will not remember anything that you've told me, but I believe you.
I love this guy.
No fucks left to give.
And what is your name, sir?
Oh, well, my name is Wright.
Oh, you're right. So, any relation at all to Lofty?
Does Wright and Lofty sound similar to you?
Thematically, maybe.
Lofty and Wright? Do you know directions?
Not very well, no, I'll confess
Does it cost anything to park here?
Well, technically only people who stay at the inn should park here, probably, but we can give you a discount rate since it is a festival day, and I suppose that we should expect outsiders stomping into our festival grounds. I don't know. Let's see, do you have any good gold on you?
Like coin?
Can it be melted
Can I do
down?
an insight check on this guy
Yeah,
to
sure.
see how hard he's scamming us right now?
Yeah, sure. Mhm.
It's like a big sign. Visitors
A
park
single
for free.
D20? Hello? There you are. That is a 16.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of like the person who has a house like 3 blocks from a concert venue who just put up a sign. It was like, you can park here, but then they're going to charge you $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking with Bonnie.
Bonnie's gonna tip him regardless. Like,
Okay.
Oh, I don't say anything.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys, I forget how much
Maybe if it was somebody else, Lucky would have.
Yeah, I think you guys have like 200 gold, so you have 200 gold each.
The
So.
angel tell you that they're lying.
Excuse me. What is the festival?
Why don't you just pay them with the marigold the angel gave you, huh?
No.
What's that? What's the festival? Is that not why you're here?
No.
Oh, well, this is stop 3 or 4. I don't know. You kind of lose count on our Windeborne Racing League Championship circuit.
There's a race here?
That's what I just said, isn't it?
Bonnie's eyes twinkle.
Oh.
Right.
Well,
What kind
do you...
of race? Like a
Oh.
foot race or
Well, I think you might find it difficult to race on foot. But he kind of peeks around the edge of the balcony down towards the town square, which is not really a square. And he's looking at like those mechanical beasts that are walking around the center of the town. And he says, "Oh no, not on foot. Well, unless you count their feet, I suppose."
Interesting.
You don't know much about Windeborne, then?
No, we came here to learn more.
Oh, well, we're a traveling village. We don't have any point that we call home. We kind of move around the Central Valley from here to the mountain region. We do some trading with local tribes like the centaurs and the giants when they have anything to give, the children of the moon. And then at each place that we stop, in the right season, we hold a little festival, and it's the Racing League circuit.
Josh, do we know who the Moon Children are?
The Children of the Moon. I think this is the second time that you've heard them referenced. You have no idea what they are. Yeah.
The Children of the Moon. Can you tell me more about them?
Oh yes, they're proficient farmers. We We like to trade whatever kind of foodstuffs or things that we get for an herb that they grow in the shadow of the mountains to the east. It's really quite, I think, poisonous, but it is very useful in the crafting of magical machinery. I think they use it for ritual purposes, but we grind it up and put it into gears.
Wow. Very multi-purpose there. Great. I ran out
Does
of
this herb
talk.
have a name?
No.
Does the what?
Does the herb have a name?
Oh, well, they probably call it something different, but we call it Lunalight. Lunalight.
And it has magical properties that when you grind it into gears, it enhances magic available?
Yeah, I think that they kind of use it to... I think there's something in the oils of it that it's like a ever working oil almost. If you put it in the gears, it prevents them from grinding against each other or getting rusty.
Interesting.
I am loving Encyclopedia Brown here. Like, he is giving us everything we need.
Something you'll discover about the Windeborne gnomes is that they all know everything about the way their community works because it's such a small community.
It's like, you ever talk to an old man on a porch? It's gonna tell you every detail.
All he does is rock here all day.
Sometimes this is what it's like talking to people, and I mean that in the most positive way possible. It's sometimes they're like, you can just ask questions about the same topic forever, and you will never run out of answers.
Yeah.
And that's a really great thing about it.
All you need is a rocking chair on a porch.
This is not bullying. I'm saying this is a positive thing.
Yeah, leave right alone.
Ace's complete collapse is all the indictment I need for how true that statement is.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Oh god, I hate how right you are.
I'm gonna start calling you Encyclopedia Brown now.
Encyclopedia Brown.
That was a callback. Who liked that callback? Raise your hand if you're
Brown.
35 or older.
I read all the Encyclopedia Brown books. But Wright's just kind of there and just rocking and managing the inn, although he hasn't offered you a place at the inn. So,
are you the one who's running the inn right now, sir?
No, my daughter took over that a little while ago. She kind of manages it, although I think that she's probably down in the food tents helping prepare the festival foods for the day.
I'll go speak with her about some rooms then.
Oh, well, we won't be staying the night here. We typically make our home for about 24 hours, so we travel during the nights, usually.
Oh, I see.
We got here early this morning, and we'll have our race today and our festival, and then we'll take off for our next stop.
Do people usually travel with you?
Oh, occasionally. If they're traveling from place to place, they might travel along with us. We're not exactly a closed society. Occasionally a centaur or a leonin will hitch a ride as they travel from one of their communities to another, or children of the moon sometimes. The dwarves never, but that's okay. We don't like them much anyway.
Look over at Alphonse. Arturo.
Jathias.
Josiah.
Whoa!
That was like my mom saying all of the children's names. you're thinking about Arturo.
His name's written right below
Arturio. Arturio.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But Alphonse was awesome.
Yeah.
Josh,
We better get an Alphonse.
Alphonse, yeah.
The first name started with an A, and that's all I can tell.
I'm writing that down right now. One of Bonnie's kids is Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Yeah.
Jathias, you look over at Jathias, he seems nonplussed by the gnome saying that he doesn't like the dwarves.
Alphonse will be one. Alphonse will be the turtle.
Bonnie, you hear, well, I guess you all hear in the ear pods. I'm like, we don't have to stay here tonight, do we? Do we?
No.
Let's find out what we can find out, and then
Let's
we'll
just pay for parking.
get out.
I thought
Unless
maybe
they're going somewhere convenient, then no.
I thought maybe we could use like a little splurge night, a spa night, kind of like a nice soft bed, you know.
But if they are traveling, we'd have to either travel ourselves in the wagon so the wagon doesn't get left behind, or to leave the wagon behind and then have to walk back to it the next day.
Oh, you make good sense.
They probably have somewhere to talk. But
Yeah, if there was a way to hitch it up, I suppose.
Are you having this conversation in a way that he can
No,
hear you?
we're in-
good,
we're
good.
in the-
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, I heard that. Yep.
Yeah. But we don't know them. We don't know anything about them yet.
let's talk to their leader first and figure out.
Yes.
do that.
Yes. Let's
I
pay
like
for
that.
parking and then we can extend it.
Yeah, I'll do a day pass.
Okay. You hand him over 2 gold. He bites in with his tooth. He has more than one tooth. He bites it with a tooth.
With the one tooth.
And then,
We're not going to judge.
No.
We're not here to judge.
and he puts it in his pocket and he says, "Well, don't move, so I'll keep an eye on it for you."
We come back.
By the way-
We come back. All 4 wheels are gone.
It's
We're
just on
walking
blocks.
away and we see him joyriding it like Ferris Bueller.
By the way, who's favored to win the race?
Oh, I'm not sure who's in it today. If this is the 4th, is it the 3rd or the 4th of the season? I can't remember. I think if it's the 4th of the season, then sometimes this is the newbie run, so they allow those who haven't raced before to join in on the race. In that case, it's a toss-up. Some of these young gnomes don't know how to whip around with a ride the way we used to. But if it's the 3rd day, then I think that the favorite is probably righteous.
Thank you, sir.
You all ever place any bets on your nice little festival race here?
No.
Oh. You're lost.
I was right there with you.
There's just something about betting on a sport that I think turns it into something other than it isn't, you know. We're in it for the valor and the glory, not for the money.
No, well, it's very noble. It's not a good way to earn a living, but noble nonetheless.
Well, if you stick around for the festival, you can see how noble it is.
I think we'll do just that. Can you point us toward this lofty fellow?
He turns and looks at the tower. He's the pompous prick, probably parading around on top of the tower.
Oh. Pompous.
It's
I
like a
know how to
little
deal
hat,
with
like walking back and forth.
It's like a feather.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your assistance and cannot wait to visit your establishment here. Thank you. I think are we done here, crew? Are we
Yes.
I think so.
satisfied? Well, yeah, thank you again, and we'll be seeing you rather soon, I believe.
Oh, good luck. Stay out of danger.
Danger. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So you guys walk down from the inn into the kind of circle of the town proper. And as you approach, you just start getting some odd looks from the gnomish who are walking to and fro. But it is not rare for them to have outsiders present on one of their festival days. And so they just kind of take note of your presence and keep moving. You immediately walk by several little places that are serving food, fragrant smells of cooking meat over hot fires, roasting vegetables and things pouring out of these stands and stalls. A couple little places where they're serving coffee in hand wooden carved cups and bowls and things. There's a few places that it's hard to place because they look kind of like blacksmith shops, but they have much more beautiful looking kind of constructions of metal in here. Weird interlocking gears and structures and things. Anybody who's encountered artificers or artificing other than Jathias in the group would recognize that the artificer per capita in this community is very high. But as you approach the town center, you realize that the distance made these like walking creatures seem like smaller than they were in relationship to the tower. As you get close, you realize that the walking metal creatures, these kind of six-legged, kind of pantherine in shape, body shape, like a weird kind of angular head, and then hunched back with that narrows down into a waist that connects to powerful haunches. Has two legs, powerful legs in the front and powerful legs in the back, and then two on the side that stick out a little bit further.
No, Josh, they're like those robot dogs. I hate them.
Oh no, sorry.
They're so freaky.
But they're also 8 feet tall.
They're so freaky.
Yeah. And you see these small little, like 3-4 foot tall gnomes kind of walking them around in a circle and kicking up dust and tearing up the grass here in this circle place. And you see in the tower at the center, 3 figures standing up at the top. One is holding a notepad and is taking notes with a quill. Another one is a kind of a greased, like grease stains on the face, sleeveless arms. She's kind of like a torn white jerkin that cuts down on her chest, and her arms covered in grease, and she's kind of holding a wrench in her hand, and at one point she like throws one and it hits somebody on who's riding on the back of one of these, like the head, and he falls off, and she says, "How you expect to ever win the race if you can't stay seated on your mount while you're going? People are going to throw much worse at a wrench than you. Get back up and try it again." And then next to her is this guy in
dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
You can dodge a ball. An overlarge, like an overlarge gold jacket with like sapphire brocade running through it. And he's kind of walking back and forth, surveying the group below. And of the 3 individuals on the tower, if Pompous Prick is the definition that you're looking for, you have discovered Lufty with the gold and sapphire jacket. But as you kind of watch, a moment later, a bell chimes or a whistle blows somewhere in the vicinity, and there's 5 of these creatures walking around in the circle. All of them immediately kind of hunch down, and the 2 extra legs on the side pull up and retract inside the body, so it's just a 4-legged like panther-like creature, and it kind of sits down and puts its head on its 4 paws, and then you see each one had not 1 rider but had 3 riders on it that all hop off, and kind of are making their rounds around it, checking on the gears and things. And at that point, the female mechanic up at the top says, "Lufty, looks like we're going to have some outsiders for today's festival. Are you all racing, or are you just here to watch?"
Well, you know, I'm interested in this race. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it, but are you open to outside competition?
She steps. So the tower is probably, it's 5, so it's probably 50 feet tall. She steps up on the side of the railing, jumps off of it, flips in the air, and you suddenly see like these 2 mechanical wings pop out of her back, and she sails gently down and lands in front of you. And she goes, "Are you interested in racing? Well, did you bring a machine?"
No, we did not.
Oh, well, Lufty, is your crew still got food sick? And Lufty kind of goes, "I think that you poisoned them, if we're honest, aren't we?" And she goes, "Why would I poison a crew that wasn't going to win anyway? Last place looks good on you, Lufty." she goes, well, if you're interested in racing or you're just watching, Lufty's probably looking for a crew. My name's Breathin.
Bonnie will
Breathin.
put her hand out.
She kind of holds up her hand. It is covered in grease, and she's like, sorry, I don't want to stain your fur.
Bonnie
That is
takes
not the worst thing Bonnie has ever shook hands with.
Bonnie shakes her hand.
Okay. Yeah, you pull back, and your hand is just got grease stains on it. She says, "Oh, we haven't had any newbies in the race in a little while. The last time was when we were in the East Village. Selena, one of the children of the moon, raced."
How'd they do?
Well, let's just say that the moon wasn't quite a blessing. No one beats me.
Oh, really?
No, they don't.
Well, you said that Lofty's team was gonna place last. I feel like as long as we're not last, we'll have done a good showing for ourselves.
Lufty's team always places last. So,
Any particular reason why?
probably because he doesn't hire the right kind of muscle.
Are you?
Why do you need muscle to ride?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were outsiders here for the race. You don't know about the racing.
I
No.
know
Saying that
nothing
it's
about
not
Oh,
necessarily
well-
your skill as a racer.
Here, walk with me for a moment. And she's like walking over towards a nearby like cottage structure, but it has the entire bottom part is open air. So you can imagine that when this is on the move, it's like an arch-shaped structure. That there's just like this arch as it's moving, and that the house is sitting above this. Although, like, you can't imagine that any of these structures are moving around with a 50-foot tower attached to them. So you're also looking at like what is happening here. But she walks in and under the little arch-shaped structure, and there's she pulls a chain at the top, and water begins to pour out in the shower, and she's like washing off the grime from her arms, and she kind of looks out. She goes, well, so we're the Gnomes of Windeborne. We have a racing league every year. We travel around to about 6 different locations. It's really less a test of your racing skills than it is more whoever built your racer. And, you know, our artificers have quite a knack for challenging one another in the race department. Somebody did die at the last one, but that is less likely, although injuries are quite common. There's always at least 3 racers, but you can have up to 4 depending on the size of the rig. You need a driver, you need somebody to handle the left leg and the right leg because they do turn independently of one another. And then typically you have 1 or 2 muscle. And that can look in a lot of different ways, but it's how do you like to sabotage your opponents, or would you like to, fight off a random beast that decides to attack your vessel as you're traveling through the race course? We have known to come across some pretty dangerous creatures out in the wild, but that's Windeborne racing.
Well, I'm certainly intrigued. Is anybody else interested?
Oh, I am itching to get in on this, Bonnie.
No.
You would be
Wait.
perfect.
What does the winner get?
Oh, well, the winner survives and gets honor and glory.
All right, I'm so out in every single way then. All right.
I will message the group, but specifically Angela's site, and be like,
If we want to get in with these people, it's probably a good idea to get honor and glory.
I give you a look like this.
Or maybe their leader would be more likely to listen to us if we won him a race he's never won.
Good point.
Okay, but only because you're gonna ask me. So.
As you guys are kind of having this silent conversation, so Brethren looks at you. It's a fine piece of machinery. You're casting message spells, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, pretty neatly crafted, although I imagine that the machinery will break down in about 6 months. They forgot to do a few welding marks there.
They were a rush
on
order.
our quality.
Oh,
There was a rush order,
Tyler.
so they were having to get them working right now versus working right.
yeah, well,
They're more so wizards than they are artificers.
that can have that effect. Wizards often know or think that they know more about magic than anybody else. But the problem is,
True.
when you know how to write an architectural design, yet don't know how to pick up a hammer, how the fuck are you going to build anything?
You know,
Preach.
it was mentioned that you trade with the giants.
Occasionally, yes.
Our encampment is near the giants.
You guys
So
are far to the
perhaps-
north.
No, the local.
Oh, the stones. No, we don't. The Mount Makta giants are pretty self-reliant. They don't typically trade with us much more than information. No.
However, now that we're there, there may be more opportunities for trade. And as you said, you know how to build things. But if you build it and get them to ensorcer it, there may be some mutual benefit.
Well, we're capable of ensourcing things ourselves, but maybe helping them build something better would be good if that's a sign of their craft work. Perhaps. It's good. You are you're at Mount Makta with the giants?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Not the northern giants. They take much less kindly to outsiders.
No, you can actually see one of our ships floating in the air over there.
Probably from this distance, 9 miles. Yeah, probably. She kind of looks over.
Well, it'll be over the horizon. At
Yeah,
9 miles.
yeah. So
Unless it's up high.
how high? No, I don't think it's flying high enough. It was kind of just hovering over the base camp.
Yeah, if it's
she was-
100 feet, it'd be over the horizon.
Yeah. She says, normally don't cross over on the other side of the forest, but if it's worth our time, we're always happy to take a detour. But
Stop by once, see if it is. If it is, keep going back. If not, then you at least have had an opportunity to make a little bit of trade and have broken the monotony of routine.
always looking for that. But if, we'll see. If you all decide to take part in the race, good luck. Honor and glory. And she kind of looks over and you finally see, like she said, honor and glory. So people have said honor and glory 3 or 4 times. You do see like out towards the center of the field, like kind of behind, there's a stand that has like where you could imagine like winners would stand up on something. On the very top of one of the stands, there is a trophy or something. And it says honor and glory on it, and pouring out of the top of it are hundreds of flowers and roses and an odd plant Andalus that you've never seen before.
Interesting.
Now, what is? Do you actually win that physical plant there?
No, you win the trophy. We kind of have a little competition throughout the year before the season starts. We have 10 competitions throughout the year. The last one is for only winners of previous ones. And 10 artificing families within the village design one of the trophies each time. So it looks like, yeah, that probably looks like the Gastlins. They, a big farming family. They like to trade and so probably lots of plants, although healthy bouts of lunalite looks like they've thrown in the trophy this year.
Nice.
Honor and glory, you say.
Yep, that's what the trophy's called.
Bonnie, I want that trophy, and I think you were just the one to lead us to victory.
Who's driving?
Who manipulates? How did the legs manipulation work?
Okay.
Do you need to be strong? Do you need to be dexterous?
She kind of has kind of finished cleaning up, and she grabs a flannel like over shirt, and she pulls it up over over her arms, kind of, and ties it a little bit around her waist, and then she grabs a half-eaten sandwich off of a workbench, and she pops it in her mouth, and she continues to eat as she walks back out into the sun. And she goes, here, I can kind of show you with this one. And she goes, and she snaps and whistles, and a smaller version of the larger mechanical creatures kind of bounds out of her house and bounds off of the porch onto the steps and then down to her, and is like prancing and jumping around her in the way that like a small dog would. And she goes, all right, sit. And it sits. And then she says, okay, so we're going to show them how you work. So go ahead and activate the race mode. And you see it kind of kneels down for a second, and then two arms kind of pop out of its side, and then it lifts itself up on its 4 legs. And you see that the 2 arms are not like touching the ground. And she says, well, so the driver typically controls where the head is moving, so would sit here and directs it in this direction or this. Very good at covering distances quickly, very good at climbing over burns or areas. And while she's doing this, she's kind of pointing, and you see the smaller version kind of running and jumping up onto barrels and then off into boxes. It runs up the side of one box and then lands up at the top and then jumps down off the other side. She says, but they are slow to maneuver. And you see as it starts to turn, it's a really wide berth. And she says, so we came up with the 6-arm design for that purpose. And she tells it like to do a quick turn. And you see one of the arms reaches out, plants on the ground, and the whole creature lifts up and swings around that arm and then plants off and goes in the other direction. She says, so the major skills probably to be an arm driver are being able to, there's no mechanical help so much, so it is planting the arm, holding it in place, a little bit of strength, but also a little bit of intelligence or foresight to know when you're coming around a curve sharp enough that you're going to need its placement. So gaming purposes, somebody who's good perception and somebody who can either has a good strength or athletics would be good there. You could get away with acrobatics, but the DC would be higher.
That's probably going to be me.
So you
Sounds like a
need
job I might be equipped for.
one for the left arm, one for the right arm.
Oof.
Because the arms do act independently of one another.
Yeah, I've got +6 perception, so.
And your strength's not bad.
And it's strength +1, so.
Yeah.
I've got a +2 strength, +8 perception, and a +5 athletics.
And if I die at Mr.
No.
And it sounds like you and I will be on the arms, side by side, helping each other out.
Wow, I like this so much more now.
No.
Now, Lufty's, if all 5 of you are planning on riding, Lufty's is a fairly large rig. You could probably have two muscle for the ride, a driver, both arms, and 2 muscle. I'm not going to tell you what my team composition is, but you probably want somebody who can cause disruptions at range to be most effective as a muscle.
At range, huh?
That's got you written all over it, Ravik.
Bonnie nods.
I'm usually a pretty good shot.
How do you feel about it, Lucky?
I'll go wherever.
Well, I think we're in.
Oh,
Let's go talk to the
Lufty?
prick. Lufty.
I see you've been speaking to Wright. You staying at the inn?
Maybe. Awesome.
Perhaps.
Ah, well, he and Lufty don't get along very well, but that's okay. Wright's son, Righteous, is one of the better drivers. Happens to be on my team. So he and Lefty have it out for one another. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and get Lefty's attention, and you can meet your vessel and see if you still want to race when you've met its owner. And she kind of turns and heads back towards the tower. And you see, like, Lefty's still walking around at the top of the tower, just surveying the area. She says, always so hard to get him off of his high rise. And she walks up to the side of the tower and hits this switch. And you suddenly see the entire tower, like the railing around the outside collapses, and then the entire thing kind of spins, and the tower itself shrinks down and spins down into, like, instead of being 5 stories tall, it collapses down into a 10-foot tall carriage thing. And the entire time, Lefty's just holding on to it and writing it down. And he says, Brethren, why would you do that? I was overseeing the field. I have to get a good eye on things. And she says, well, I thought that perhaps you'd like to know that you've got a team here that's interested in racing for you. I mean, your team is sick, and they ate bad food. What can we say, Lefty? And she walks off, and you hear her laughing the entire time as she's walking over. And she's going to one of the mechanical creatures, and she walks up to it and is immediately kind of like cleaning it, petting it down, checking on its gears and structures and things. As Lefty kind of walks up and looks over the bunch of you, says, so what makes you think that you could race in the racing league today?
Well, number one, you don't have anyone else.
I elbow Kieran for the audacity.
Lefty kind of peers back and he goes, I have a team. I can get them to race.
What we mean to say is we heard it was open for beginners, and we heard that you might have some vacancies.
That is true. The 4th race is often the newbie race, allowing a couple racers to come in and take their hands against some of the other groups. See who might the next generation be.
Well, that's us. We're here. We're open to new experiences.
He kind of starts walking around the group and is kind of looking you up and down and eyeballing you. Well, any of you have any mechanical know-how or can fix something on the fly?
Not a bit.
Absolutely not.
I'm a robot.
Probably the most qualified one.
He looks at you
I am speed.
and then goes, you're an elf? Half elf.
It's a glare.
What?
I like tap it off.
He kind of jumps backwards.
Unless this is illegal, in which I will put it back.
He goes, no, put it back on.
Okay, I like click it back on really fast.
And he kind of comes up to you. You're like a living, talking. You're a Panthera?
A what?
And he motions back. You're like a Panthera?
I don't think exactly like that.
But you're a walking, talking, human elven version of that?
Sure, if that qualifies us to race, yes.
Wow. How many options for speech do you have programmed?
I speak Common and Sylvan.
Right, but like how?
And
Like, you
Elfish.
can't even think about the number
Primordial.
of what?
I speak 4 languages.
Yeah, but how do you know what to say when I ask you questions?
Because I was a person, I think.
I'm
still
really,
figuring all that out.
really quite confused.
How do you understand what we're saying?
Well, I'm a living mortal being.
Same thing applies.
And Dulicite is a soul in
a mechanical body.
You see, like,
He's not artificial.
the 404 error equivalent of a gnome.
I am highly advanced mechanical, programmed with mini response. Very good for racing.
He kind of
And fully functional and atomically correct.
he shakes his head.
Yep, I am.
Well, that's intriguing. You are
I
not
regret this.
from here.
I
Where
don't know.
do they have the skills to build something as good as this?
I don't know.
Anavir.
It was an Andreveer.
Hmm.
I don't know why I feel confident about that.
Oh,
Interesting.
closer to Anavir than here.
Illyria-ish.
Across the ocean. Skilled artificers. You can race. For me,
Sweet.
if you're interested.
Awesome. And everyone else can race too?
Oh, yes, of
Okay.
course. It would be difficult for you alone.
Great. I didn't want to do it alone. Okay.
I messaged to the group. Everyone keep an eye on Andula's sight. I don't trust this man further than I can throw him. And I shouldn't be throwing anybody with a bad bag.
Did you message it to me too?
Oh, yeah.
I look at you with such adoration on my face.
I'm gonna shake his hand with the same greasy palm.
Yeah. He is like pristinely clean. This guy is not a mechanic. He is not he is money behind this. Like, you can tell that, like, Breathin is like, she probably hand built her mount and she rides it through the races. This guy paid someone to make his, and he doesn't ride it. He pays other people to ride it. So he reaches out to shake your hand, and immediately, like, his face like goes pale as he feels the grime and oil, and then he just shakes. He says, "Well, you can." I don't know what to do with my hand. You can meet with my mechanic. They will introduce you to the mount. They're over. What are they doing? He's kind of looking over, and you see, like, there is probably a slightly larger version of the Panthera, like in the shadows of one of the houses in the corner, and there is a rotund gnome fully asleep in like the crook of the Panthera's like metal arms, as they're both curled up in the shadows over there. Says, what can money not buy? Good help, that's what it can't buy. So yes, you can go meet my mechanic. His name is Lux. He's over there. He will introduce you to the mount. Please win the race, or not, but enjoy your time.
If we win for you, how do we split the prize?
Oh, well, I'm the sponsor of the race, so I would take the prize. What would you want from the prize?
The plant.
Oh, yeah, I have no need for those. You can have the plants.
Sweet. Awesome. Cool.
Alright.
Cool. All right.
On the road.
Yeah, so you guys make your way over to the large Panthera curled up in the shadow of the house, and the sleeping older rotund gnome, and he is snoring and loud. And the Panthera is also, it's a mechanical creature that mimics living life, and it is also mimicking sleep. And so you just kind of see like it kind of like its chest is rising and falling and like lifting the...
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why did they program it to do that?
The mechanic is rising and falling with the chest of the Panthera as well. And then, but
it's charging.
Yeah, it's charging. But you guys are like, it's over there. It's completely asleep, or the Lux is completely asleep while you're over there. And you walk up.
What do we do?
I just tap him. Just
Hello.
hey there, buddy.
Oh. Did I
How's it going?
did I miss the race? Is the race over?
No, actually, we are here to help you win. We are your brand new crew. Just ready for you to point us in the right direction so we can win this race.
Why would Lufty send you over? Where's the rest of the team?
Something
They
about
said they came down with food poisoning.
Just regular poisoning.
Food poison. They must have eaten at Reich's place. Well, okay. All right. Dessa. And when he says it, you hear a whirring sound, and something in the machinery of the Panthera activates, and it kind of lifts its head up and then rises up on its feet. And it's about, 8.5 feet tall or so. And its two side legs are tucked to the side. Now, veering up close to them, you can kind of see that that shape of it, where it's like a broad shouldered and a narrow hip. It's because where the hips meet, the arms come out of the top there, and there are two cradled seats on either side that sit right under the arms, and you can kind of see like how they would maneuver them. And then at the broader hip at the back, there's a platform where where a person or two people could stand, and then there are like handholds where if they would need to, they could grab on the handholds to prevent themselves from flying off of the side of the creature. He goes, "All right, Dessa, kneel down," and Dessa sinks down so you can get a better to look. And then right in the shoulder blade area, there's like this cockpit basically where somebody can kind of slide in, and there are reins that attach to either side of the Panther's neck where it can kind of tilt it from one way or the other. He says, so I assume you've ridden a Panthera before. Should be easy enough. Lufty wouldn't hire complete novices.
Oh, he didn't hire us.
Wait, he didn't pay you?
No, we're no, but we are complete novices, so it makes sense.
Oh. Well, he's...
What's the typical going rate?
Well, I don't know how much he pays the riders or the drivers. I get paid my weight in ale, and probably 5 or 6 pounds of good trading gold a month for maintenance and upkeep of old Dessa here.
Oh, so we didn't negotiate very well, is what you're saying. Okay.
I would imagine that Lufty would have taken advantage of you.
I'm gonna get my
See why
plants.
He's not very likable. Well, what's done is done. We might as well just go ahead and get this show on the road.
Yes,
Maybe
Lucky.
we'll have a conversation.
I don't think I think if we keep our mission goal in mind, that money would not be the top priority out of this exchange.
I agree as well.
I look to Robert.
I'm so glad you agree, Bonnie.
I shake my head at you, Robert.
Put in the aggressive and passive aggressive.
Said it perfectly neutrally.
I'm just so
You can anti-check it if you want, but you know.
Nope. But I'm just gonna say, I'm so glad we get along.
I do want to ask Jathias if he wants to participate since he's an artificer.
Jathias kind of walked by with you guys. He says, well, I don't think I've fully recovered from my time away. I think I would like to see how these creatures are made, though. I don't think there's anything that the artificers are doing in Judfiel that match this skill. surprised why they're not trading with the gnomes. I wonder what's happened in the 10 years since then to break that bond.
That's okay. If we all die, you can take the cart and tell our camp what happened.
Oh, I will do that.
Thank you.
That's not gonna happen, but
It's not likely to happen.
When you go around and like talk to people, can you ask them if any of them know someone named Amanira?
Amanira.
I don't think it's likely, but
That name doesn't sound too familiar, but I'll throw it in the wind and see what happens.
thank you. I appreciate it.
I lost Jathias's accent somewhere, and I can't find it.
no.
He's just a cool guy.
He's just a
he
guy
actually
today.
He forgot he had.
He forgot he had an accent?
He
Yeah.
got the accent from hell.
Yeah,
He
he
did,
did.
yeah.
That's the Avernus accent, actually. And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe Jathias's
He's
accent will
covering
come back next
PTSD.
week. Yeah. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for anything weird to pop up.
Thank you.
You see, he like takes out he didn't have much of anything with him, and so you see he's like taken out a bark or something that he's pulled off of a tree in the travels, and he is scratching the name Almanira into the tree bark, and then he puts it back into his pocket in his pants, not his jeans. They haven't discovered cross-stitched
cool.
cotton yet.
Good jeans.
Denim is still denim is lost technology.
Denim's, yeah. We're not in the denim world yet. We're still linen.
Right. Shall
Luck-
we try this thing?
Lux says, well, it is getting to be about the time for the go. Did they tell you what the race map was?
Oh no.
Oh, well, that would have been a bad start. So here, let's pop over to the center. And he takes you over to the tower. And he leads you up onto the collapsed tower, and then he flips the switch, and the tower like lifts up to the 50 feet height above the village. And you can now see, like, if you've ever seen like the aerial pictures of Burning Man, totally the way this village is set up, just like rows that go out from the center point in that like half circle, and then looking out into the grasslands beyond, you can see where they've over the course of the morning, somebody has gone out and done this. There are posts stuck into the ground with tall red banners flying from them, and you see now like this race course stretches out of sight. You can see the banners going off in one direction, and then there's blue banners on the other side returning. And he says, so the course, pretty straightforward, I think, for this one, although the planners often throw things into a loop, but you follow the red until the halfway point, and then the blue will be the return on the other side. We are pretty close to the Weald, so I imagine you're going to have to be dealing with some swamps, a little bit of foothill plateau action probably on the far end. There is a ravine or a crevasse that you'll have to maneuver or manage around. The bridge went out a long time ago, so you'll have to figure out the crossing there. And who knows what other challenges they might have thrown in, but that's the general vicinity here. It does probably cross over near the lake. We have one fan who lives out near the lake and lives for these competitions every year to swing through, so you may see him before the return to this point.
I mean, we know who that is, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the lake, small little house on the lake. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually know who lives there.
Yeah, you don't
but
know
we
who lives there. You've been to that house, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been in their house. Well, they're not there.
Yeah. As you are talking, you hear a trumpet or a siren or something. He says, "Okay, well, I guess it's time to board up. You driver here, muscle in the back, arms drivers here." And it is at this point that you probably realize that you showed up about 20 minutes before the race began.
Oh my god.
And the fact that they let you into the race so quickly and easily was because Lufty wasn't going to have a team racing at all. And he had 20 minutes to find somebody.
So funny.
And so he's like, well, you can load up over there and then head off to the starting line is on, he points to a place where you can see that they have spread out like paint or something into the grass that heads off towards the first red banner off in the distance. And he says, and he slaps the Panthera on the back, and it like lifts you all up very shakily, and then kind of stretches a little bit, and then he says, "Good luck." And that's what we'll pick up next week.
like drunkenly like walks in like a diagonal.
Bonnie trying to figure out how to drive this over to the starting line.
Our own red line. So fun.
Yeah.
Walking like Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So cool.
No.
I love it.
I can't wait for the sabotage shenanigans to begin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna fuck these people. I'm gonna cast Bane on these motherfuckers. What? for what? When I got the popsicle?
Well, that too. But I respect that, but
I'm very susceptible to influence.
The going off on Bonnie.
No.
That's very funny.
Poor little Bonnie.
I didn't do anything to Bonnie. She's fine.
No, but just the mental breakdown was just like hilarious. It was spot on.
It was wild to call Bonnie some fucking random. I will say that was a wild word.
So funny. That's why he looked at you like, geez.
But it was inspired.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. It's fun to play a character who's very put together all the time, and then find to fuck it.
Like, you made a good point of like I devoted my entire life to this like religious.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like it's not even like an ego thing for him. It's literally just like what?
It was so funny when I do this. I was like,